Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Worm. And you guys, you know it's been extremely hot this summer. And people that come in from working and stuff, they don't want to have to come home and turn on the oven and start cooking and getting their house even hotter than what it is. So today we're going to do a little barbecue chicken in the crock pot. It's very simple. Anybody can do it. Yes, even you can do it. It just takes a couple of items. All you need is a crock pot, of course. You need some boneless, skinless chicken. It doesn't matter if it's frozen or it's defrosted. It'll cook either way. It might just take a little bit longer. You need a bottle of your favorite barbecue sauce. I happen to have some Buffalo Wild Wings honey barbecue sauce. It's really good barbecue sauce. Needs a little bit of vinegar. This is apple cider vinegar. Most barbecue has a little vinegar in it. I don't put too much vinegar because I find it to be a little bitter. You're supposed to put brown sugar, like a quarter cup of brown sugar in with this. With me being on the diet that I'm on, I'm trying to eliminate as much sugar as I can, so I will not be using no sugar, but you can use a quarter cup of sugar with this. Of course, you need some minced garlic. This is like a tablespoon of this. You can really just put how much garlic you want. There's no really set recipe for it. A little bit of red pepper, crushed red pepper flakes. Love red pepper flakes. Some salt and pepper, and this is a little barbecue seasoning I made. It's got some paprika and some other stuff in it. You can just use whatever flavor seasonings you want. But you just take all these seasonings, come over to the trusty crock pot. And I didn't realize I had this much seasoning. Like I say, you can more or less put whatever amount you want. This recipe usually calls for a quarter cup. I'm going to put about a half of a quarter cup because, like I say, this stuff is very potent, and I'm not putting no brown sugar in it to offset the sourness of it. So just using that much of the garlic. Like I say, you can use as much garlic as you want. I love garlic, so I'm going to actually use probably a helping tablespoon of garlic. And of course, a full bottle of barbecue sauce. I think it's usually around 18 to 20 ounces of barbecue sauce. Like I say, this is a Buffalo Wild Wings honey. It's really good. If you guys have not tried anything with Buffalo Wild Wings, y'all definitely need to try it. And of course, we've got 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. Guys, make sure after you handle any kind of poultry or any kind of meat like that, make sure that you guys wash your hands and don't touch anything in between times because you can contaminate anything. Like I say, we're going to try to get all this chicken in there. I don't know, this crock pot's not a big one, so we'll get as much in there as we can with it. And this usually takes anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. Pardon me while I wash my hands. Anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, just depending on your crock pot. Like I say, you cook it on low and slow. There ain't no need to try to rush it or anything like that, because if you do, it's going to make the chicken tough as shoe leather, and it's not going to be really edible. So, but yes, always remember to wash your hands, guys, after handling any kind of meat, especially poultry. All right, we just take this season it up. A little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of salt now. Don't go too crazy with the salt. Y'all don't need that. Now I got this is some actual barbecue rub that I made. It's got some secret stuff in it I don't wish to let you guys know about. So you can buy some store-bought barbecue rub. Just rub it in there. And of course, some red pepper flake. Like I say, this is anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. You basically set it on low and put the lid on it, and you forget it. Now, we'll be back in probably a couple hours to check it, to see the process of it and see how it's coming along. But with this, we're also going to make some garlic herb mashed potatoes and a little bit of southern greens. I know some of you people like greens, but in the South, we love barbecue and we love greens. It's a mixture of kale, collard greens, and mustard greens, and it's got a bunch of seasoning with it. So stick around. We'll be back in a couple hours to see how the chicken's progressing, and We'll see y'all soon. Alright guys, we are back. The chicken's been going about 3 hours. I'm now in the next process of doing the greens. I have the greens soaking in water, and we're going to hook those up in a little bit. But before we do that, when you do seasoned greens, you've got to have some kind of either like fat back or hog jaw or some kind of meat in the ham family to give it some flavor. So I actually have some country ham. I have like five big pieces of country ham. I'm not going to use all of it. I'll probably just use one piece. I think one piece will be plenty big enough. This is some country ham. This is what is cured in Virginia. Stuff is real salty. That's the country part of it. But for as far as cooking and flavoring other things, it is probably the best you can get. Like I said, this, some hog jaw or some fat back, whatever you can get. So we're just going to take and cut this up in tiny chunks, get it on the stove, and let it start rendering out some of the fat and the flavor. And then we will take and dump the greens in it, season them up a little bit, and we'll be back and do the mashed potatoes, and the chicken should be done about another hour. So stay tuned, guys. This Southern barbecue chicken crock pot meal is coming together. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright guys, my camera person is actually doing some dishes, so I'm going to try to do this. As you can tell, we've got the collard greens, the kale, and the country ham here hooking it up. Now it's time to add a little seasonings to it. We've got a little lemon pepper. We already put a splash of vinegar in it. Always got to have a little green vinegar in your greens. Some regular pepper. A little bit of salt. Sorry about that. It's trying to do this with one hand and it's sort of hard. Some red pepper flakes. That should be enough to set your butthole on fire. And then we got some minced garlic. Here, buddy, could you open that garlic for me there, pal?
Sure.
Just pour a little bit in there. Let's don't go too crazy with it. I got three.
See?
I got 3 hands.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's good. Throw it in there. And then we got some garlic. Alright, gang, we are back. And the chicken is looking oh so good. Now, I chose to shred my chicken because I'm going to make like a barbecue chicken sandwich on a actual hamburger bun. So I actually shredded my chicken up some. But the chicken is just about done. We got the mashed potatoes going, got them peeled and boiled and got them mashed and got them over here cooking. Like I say, with me and the wife, we usually don't cook a lot of food because it's just me and her, and then sometimes her mom comes and eats every now and then. So we don't do like big old pots of mashed potatoes and all that because it's just me and her. But the mashed potatoes with the garlic and the butter and the milk and a little bit of herbs and stuff is cooking up. So we're just about ready to eat. I know it's probably got about 5 more minutes to go. So we'll see you guys at dinner time. Alright guys, we are back. We've got our 4 to 6 hour barbecued crock pot chicken, which I shredded my chicken, but you guys can leave yours whole or whatever you want to do. I chose to make me a barbecue sandwich on a hamburger bun. Here we've got the seasoned collard greens and mustard greens with some seasoning, some spices, and some country ham for flavoring. And of course we got some garlic mash, butter, boiled potatoes, some cream, some salt, some pepper, and there you go. There's a Southern barbecue dinner. Compliments of the old crock pot. You guys got to excuse me while I say my prayer and I try this. Dear Lord, Father in heaven, Father, we thank you for this food that we're about to receive, Lord, for we receive it in your name, Jesus, praying and asking it be a nourishment and a blessing to our minds, our bodies, and souls. Just through Christ Jesus, pray and ask all these things. Amen. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to try these mashed potatoes first because a lot of times you got to re-pepper them and re-salt them even after you make them. Because like I say, you don't want to put too much seasoning on them before tasting them, because you can't take that seasoning back out of them. Oh, honestly, on point. That garlic is coming through. I put garlic in everything. The chicken's in the garlic. Did I say the garlic's in the chicken? I meant the garlic is in the chicken, the garlic is in the greens, and the garlic is in the mashed potatoes. So you don't have to worry about no vampires coming to suck your blood, because they will be offended. They will run off. R-U-N-O-F-T, run off. They won't come around you. And my camera person is laughing, and she's probably shaking the screen. Yeah, man, them mashed potatoes is really good. Really
garlic drunk.
I might be cook drunk. Try to buy these greens. First thing I get off the bat, that country ham. Somebody's blowing Discord up. Good night. That's really good. What do you want? You little shark. Alright. Let's try this. Try this crock pot chicken sandwich. Let's do the big worm hunch. What about that?
Technical difficulties.
Knew I was missing something. Man, that's a good sandwich. Shredded barbecue chicken sandwich. Look at that. I'll give you a bite off camera. That is really, really good. Well, guys, I guess this wraps up the episode of In the Kitchen with Worm, because I'm for sure the wife wants to eat. Well, there you go. 4 hours in a crock pot for the chicken. The greens take literally hardly any time. And the mashed potatoes, you just got to take and boil them, skin them, mash them up, add some milk, some cream, some butter, some garlic, salt, pepper. You're good to go. Anybody can do this, guys. It's just a little bit time consuming, but hey, get in the kitchen. You ain't doing nothing else. Much love. God bless you. Catch you next time.
Thanks, Anna, too, for the recipe.
Oh yeah, Anna for the crock pot recipe, which I doctored up and changed mine up a little bit, but it still turned out good. Much love, guys. God bless you.